that low side, gets to the go zone and stops the gas. Paciano with a great run. Jess Palladino follow back as he now 4 wide into turn number 1 with Misty Wellborn and Jess Palladino in the middle of that sandwich with Friend and McKenzie on the outside. But right now, look at Les Friend working his way up, all the way up to battling for second as Chris Long has the lead on lap number 1.
Yeah, Chris Long going into turns 1 and 2. Les Friend getting a huge run on Aiden Ponciano. Les Friend comes out in second. Aiden Ponciano followed by Misty Wellborn and Angela Brown tie up your top 5. Angela Brown, she's making some good moves up here right now on Misty Wellborn. They're coming down to the checkered. Sorry, not the checkered. Wow, tongue-tied.
Chris Long on the point, leading the way as we are a long ways away from having a checkered flag.
Yes, we are.
But that's okay. We get to give the new guy the hard time here. As we're looking at the leaders already into lap traffic as he is now working his way around Michaela Taylor. Sets his sights on, that's the 9Z car, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's Shelby Asher in the 24.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, the 24, okay. I like that. I like that wrap on that car.
So do I.
Sharp-looking car.
Yeah.
As he is now, Chris Long getting pressure from behind the Les Friend. Asher almost in the fence on turn number 2. Aiden Ponciano has to turn it hard to the left to avoid Asher as he gets slideways coming up off turn number 2. Asher down on the inside. Battle for the lead has backed off a little bit as Chris Long now has a comfortable 2.5 car length lead over Les Friend, but that can evaporate in a hurry. Long with some space before he gets to the next lap car. So those top 2 pulling away from Aiden Ponciano down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
And we got one car turned around in turn number 2. That is Angela Brown. She keeps it going. Appears we're going to go and stay green as she tries to get back onto the racing surface. We got some action going on up in turns 3 and 4. Larry McKenzie on the high, or that's Anthony Vigna coming around. Joel Crandall and Rob Gallagher kind of getting into it going into turn 1. Joel Crandall moves ahead.
Back on that Angela Brown spin. That was brought on contact with the 23 of Jess Palladino. Palladino now has the front bumper hanging off. Just the cover, the front bumper cover. Say that 10 times fast, will you? Hanging off on the side, but that's not no harm, no foul at this point in time. As our leaders are in traffic once again, and Hobby Sox running hard as battle for the lead coming up off turn number 2. Les Friend down on the inside. Chris Long. Long has a problem. His motor loses the engine or loses fire. Now flames coming out this tailpipe. We have to his outside is Aiden Ponciano. Les Friend gets on the gas early.
And here comes McKenzie giving Ponciano a run for his money going into 1. And it looks like McKenzie's going to edge him out, but there's a slight crossover. Is Ponciano going to do it? No.
Misty Wellborn tried getting in there, and she got into the back of Aiden Ponciano, not able to do anything about it. She had to get off the gas. Debris got a bumper on the back straightaway. That will bring out the yellow flag.
Uh-oh. Who lost a bumper?
So that means we are going to reverse up a little early last time, see if he does it again or if he's going to wait. Nope, he gets up a little bit later than he did last time, a couple car lengths. Gets Larry McKenzie. McKenzie falls back in line in second. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Les Friend is our leader. Larry McKenzie second. Here comes Misty Wellborn. She works her way around Aiden Ponciano that time. And Vigna now sets his sights, getting on the inside of Ponciano. They touch going into turn number 3. Vigna was hard on the brakes, trying not to hit him. Les Friend puts another lap in the books. 9 down with out of 25 here tonight for the main event.
And coming down the backstretch, Les Friend taking with the lead. Larry McKenzie.
Lindsey McKenzie, huh?
Lindsey McKenzie, you know. Anyways, McKenzie makes a hard dive on the inside. He's going to go into turn number 1 on the inside off Les Friend. He loops it, of course.
See if he can get that thing. No, yellow flag is going to come out. Yeah. Of row number 5, that is Jess Palladino with Angela Brown rounding out the top 10. Gene Haney back there in the 11th, but green flag in the air. Les Friend comes up off turn number 4. Misty Wellborn not able to keep up with him. Looks like he got her snookered just a little bit, and she didn't quite get the start that he did, but she is staying in second as one car spins around. That is the 3JC of Jewel Crandall. She's losing a whole bunch of spots, but battle for the lead up off turn number 4. Misty Wellborn looking to the outside, and her car just doesn't exit the turn quite as well as Les Friend did that time, and he gathers a car length or so over Misty. But here they come up off turn number 2. Battle for the lead down the back straightaway.
And we got a car around in turn 2. That was the 44G of James Graisley. Didn't quite see what happened. More than likely hit that dry spot that's in the middle of 1 and 2. But
coming out. Green flag in the air once again. Les Friend down on the low side. This time, Misty Wellborn, I did that again. I call her Messy every once in a while. I'm just going to knock me out one of these days. Misty Wellborn gets a great restart, staying side by side, down into turn number 3, side by side with Les Friend. Wellborn on the high side, pushes up just a little bit in the center of the turn, but gets a great run off turn number 4 at the line, is still Les Friend.
And diving into 1 and 2, Les Friend gets a little loose in turn 2. Misty Wellborn taking the lead, followed by Les Friend, obviously, and the 225 of Aiden Ponciano coming to the line. New leader, Misty Wellborn, followed by Les Friend and Aiden Ponciano.
She was nervous. I talked to her real quick before we came up to the booth. And I asked her how she was feeling, and she goes, I'm nervous. As Vina
gets the
wall.
thimble,
bouncing off the wall over there, and loses a couple spots. He continues on, but Misty Wellborn put another lap in the books. If my count is right, we're 13 laps in.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Okay, yeah.
And Misty Wellborn and Les Friend coming out of 2, getting into some slower traffic with Michaela Taylor coming up on Shelby Asher. Coming to the line. Misty Wellborn holds on to the first position.
She's down to Mister still.
I said Misty. I'm about ready to put this out to a poll to you fans. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, we got video evidence. We'll go back. Misty coming up off turn number 4. Les Friend and Misty had to split Asher down into turn number 3. 15 laps in the books, 10 to go, according to my unofficial count, as they now have Gavin Griffiths, who hit the wall both front and rear earlier in his heat race, and he is just kind of limping around here tonight. Normally that car a bit faster than it is right now. Further back, we're going to take a look. Aiden Ponciano, then Jared Baugh, back to Taylor DiCarlo. Then we have Anthony Vina trying to get under DiCarlo as they battle side by side up off turn number 4. Larry McKenzie has climbed his way back up into 6th spot as Vina gets loose into turn number 1 and loses a couple spots. McKenzie gets around him as well. Then Angela Brown, Jess Palladino, Bobby Gallagher, Danny Aves, Jewel Crandall, James Gracely, and Colton Haney and Gene Haney. And that rounds out your field rundown right now behind Michaela Taylor back there as well, running much slower than the rest of the field. Battle for the lead off turn number 4. Misty Wellborn still has it, but here comes Les Friend.
And coming out of 2 down the back stretch, Les Friend trying to give Misty Wellborn all he can to take back that lead, but Misty is just gunning it through these corners, and Les coming down to the line. We got to spin out. It's Shelby Asher in turn 1. Jewel Crandall sliding. Les Friend goes around. Last year was a really good turnout. And we got Misty Wellborn and Les Friend. Les Friend kind of jumped the gun, but they're coming to the green. Green stays out. Misty is just off the pace, going down the front stretch as of right now. State up here.
Coming around, green flag. Green flag. I turned my mic off as I'm talking. Green flag in the air. Misty Wellborn this time starts at the right spot. It is night number 1, folks, and we're having fun. Misty Wellborn on the point. Les Friend back in 2nd. Jared Baugh with his damaged right front in 3rd. He gets punted from behind by Anthony Vina. A hello, I'm coming at you kind of move.
And we got some more in the back of the pack. Jess Palladino a little slower, but we got Rob Gallagher and Angela Brown getting into the back of Jess Palladino. But they get that all sorted out.
Bobby Gallagher.
Bobby.
As Misty coming up off turn number 4, battle for the lead. As Les Friend, about a car length and a half back, they have the slower car of Michaela Taylor. They're going to come across on the back straightaway as they clear her. Down into turn number 3, that 75 car looks faster than it has all race long, but Les Friend looks fast as well as that battle for the lead comes up.
Yeah, well, I started to interject, but we got Aiden Ponciano on the backstretch and a big old...
That means 4 laps remain in this 25-lap main event for the Pacific Coast Hobby Stocks. And coming around, picking him up just a little bit. Misty gets on the gas early. Les Friend down on the low side, trying to stay next to her. She gets a great run up off turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Into turn number 1, Misty Wellborn out in front again. Can she hold off Les Friend for 3.5 more laps and take home her first main event win here tonight for opening night of 2022?
Can you believe it, Wiley, that this is going to happen?
I'm hoping, because I'm going to be so excited to interview.
Oh, so will I. Yes. Misty Wellborn into 1, followed by Les Friend. Jewel Crandall and Jared Baugh doing a little bit of dueling right now. Coming down the backstretch into turns 3. Baugh a little slower going in.
Coming out in the front straightaway, 2 to go. As Misty Wellborn now getting a little pressure from Les Friend. Les Friend looks underneath, coming up off turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. He's got the bumper on the inside into turn number 3. Can she hold him off? White flag is out. She gets loose coming up off turn number 4. May have gotten a little bit of tap from Les Friend. Down into turn number 1. Les Friend in her wheel track. She slipped up the hill a little bit. Can she hold him off? Off turn number 2. She's picking up a little bit of space between her and Les Friend. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Misty Wellborn spread it out into turn number 3. She gets loose on the exit of turn number 4. Misty Wellborn's going to take home the win. Les Friend second.
Misty Wellborn getting ready to climb out of a race car. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present for the first time winner at Antioch Speedway or anywhere, Misty Wellborn. Misty, come around front here. Misty, I have been waiting for a long time for this, and I told you, last fall, you're going to win a race this year. I thought you were going to do it last fall. You did it, night number 1, 2022. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you went out there. Come on around here real quick. You went out. You had to work around Les Friend. And the first restart when you started outside that front row, he got you. And you learned. And the next one, you didn't let him get away.
No, didn't. I had to give it everything I had. I had to trust the car. My husband does an amazing job at putting this car together. And it's up to me. And Dutra taught me everything I know about driving. And this was amazing. I am not the first loser! Woo!
So your last restart, you had 4 to go. What were your thoughts at that point?
Just hold it together. Hold it together. And I was just practicing on relaxing, hitting my lines, and a lot of footwork. It was very slippery out there today. But my car liked it, so I just adjusted. I avoided some stuff, and wow. Holy cow, I can't believe I'm standing here!
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, guarantee not the last time, the winner of tonight's Pacific Coast Hobby Stock main event, Misty Wellborn. Congratulations.
Thank you, Wiley. Congratulations, Misty.